right, Lisa, thank you so much. Former U.S. Attorney and U.S. Senator Doug Jones joining us in studio with more insight. Thanks for being here with us.
Sure.
So Lisa mentioned it may be several months before we see Vandersloot in court again. What happens now that he's entered that plea?
Well, now it's a routine case right here. They're going to start motion practice. They're going to start discovery. I think the first thing, obviously, he has never met the lawyers before that he landed in Birmingham that are going to be representing him. So there's a lot that has to go on between the attorneys and the client. And then they're going to get the discovery from the United States, have to go through that with him. And based on all that, they'll file motions, but legal motions ahead of trial. That's the next step that you may see hearings for, in which he may be in court.
So we looked at the criminal complaint, talked a little bit about that during the break. The prosecution, it looks like, has the case kind of laid out, pretty straightforward. What does the defense do at this point?
Well, the defense, you remember, the defense's goal is to simply make the government prove its case beyond a reasonable doubt. They don't have to prove he's innocent. That's not their charge. Their charge is to represent him and put the government to their burden of proof, which is proof beyond a reasonable doubt. So they're going to be looking at the evidence. They're going to be examining any recordings, any emails, any communications whatsoever. They're going to be getting ready to cross-examine any witnesses. They're going to look for any holes that they can in this case in order to just get one person. One person's all it takes to maybe hang a jury, something like that. I think it's an uphill climb for the defense based on what I'm seeing, but we've seen stranger things happen.
When you look at a case like this where it's wire fraud and extortion, if there is a verdict, if it's a guilty verdict, what are we looking at in terms of a possible sentence?
Yeah, well, I think he will be looking at some significant time of incarceration. Remember that what happened today, the entering of a not guilty plea is a standard practice at an arraignment. Every defendant enters a not guilty plea to start this process. If he is convicted, then there will be a pre-sentence report prepared, there will be a recommendations, there will be a victim impact statement from the Holloway family to try to, convince the court one way or another. But I would imagine, given the length of time that he is facing, and given the circumstance of this case, he would likely face a significant jail sentence. But he would also have to go back to Peru to finish that sentence before he starts serving any sentence here.
All right, appreciate your insight. U.S. Senator Doug Jones out with us today. Thank you so much.
Sure.
All right, Guy and Sherry.
All right, thanks. We have more coverage for you on the WVTM 13 app, including a deeper dive into how Vandersloot got to Alabama. It's free to download on all platforms.